emotional slavery.
But discipline,
Patience,
wisdom, that's how you escape the system.
smart action trading.
Yeah, Jericho walls falling when my faith get louder. Used to trade emotional, now my spirit's stronger. Joshua rebuilding while they doubted every step. Now the pressure build diamonds every time I get tested. Escaping Babylon,
I can live chain of fear.
market full of idols.
I just walk with vision clear.
Planting seeds of silence.
While they chase attention.
Labor bring the harvest when you move with intention. Used to chase every candlelight and move of salvation. Lost inside the noise, trapped in desperation. Babylon system got the masses moving blind. Over leveraged souls getting swallowed by the grind. See the trust became mirror showing pride and greed. Every red candle exposed what's inside of me. Had to crucify emotion, let discipline arise. Cause my vans trading kill quicker than a thief at night. Jericho standing tall like impossible resistance. But faith make walls collapse with consistent persistence. Joshua marching even when it made no sense. The patience in the rocket when you wait for confirmation. See the weak chase entrance, the wise wait calmly. Person either burst pipes or create kings sharply. Now I move strategic like the shepherd with the stone. David burst the giants every morning at the hope it don't fold. In the wilderness, the promise still ahead. Every loss ain't destruction. Sometimes God rebuild the traitor instead. Jericho walls following my faith get loud. Used to trade emotional, now my spirit's stronger. Joshua rebuilding while they doubted every step. Now the pressure build diamonds every time I get them tested. Escaping Babylon,
I can live chain of fear.
market full of idols.
I just walk with vision clear.
Planting seeds of silence, while they chase attention. Labor bring the harvest when you move with intention. I seen traders worship poverty like a golden calf. Losing sales, chasing candles, moving way too fast. The wisdom worth more than silver and the gold. The disciplined mind worth more than what's inside your palm. Following up a lot conquer when I say I had to break resistance. Market levels and the chains that kept protecting my decisions. Now they set a cleaner, spirit moving sharper. Every setback became fuel for moving smaller. They panic with the crowd when the headlines hit. I move like no one built it while they left that. Preparation look foolish before the rain arrive. But survivors think different when they fighting to survive. Fast seasons feeling buried underneath the pressure. The seeds gotta die before they multiply forever. That's kingdom mathematics, that's the Lord's own reaper. Patient trader eat, non-emotional trader sleep. Yeah,
It's bigger than trading.
it's about mastering yourself.
Anybody can enter a trade.
You can conquer emotion.
Escape Babylon.
Cycle,
Move with wisdom.
build with faith.
Smart action trading.
They told us chase fast money,
Bad money.
worship greed,
Love for trading.
panic with the crowd,
Modern Babylon.
you don't fit.
Distraction and emotional slavery.
But discipline,
Patience,
wisdom, that's how you escape the system.
smart action trading.
Yeah, Jericho walls falling when my faith get louder. Used to trade emotional, now my spirit's stronger. Joshua rebuilding while they doubted every step. Now the pressure build diamonds every time I get tested. Escaping Babylon,
I can live chain of fear.
market full of idols.
I just walk with vision clear.
Planting seeds of silence.
While they chase attention.
Labor bring the harvest when you move with intention. Used to chase every candlelight and move of salvation. Lost inside the noise, trapped in desperation. Babylon system got the masses moving blind. Over leveraged souls getting swallowed by the grind. See the trust became mirror showing pride and greed. Every red candle exposed what's inside of me. Had to crucify emotion, let discipline arise. Cause my vans trading kill quicker than a thief at night. Jericho standing tall like impossible resistance. But faith make walls collapse with consistent persistence. Joshua marching even when it made no sense. The patience in the rocket when you wait for confirmation. See the weak chase entrance, the wise wait calmly. Person either burst pipes or create kings sharply. Now I move strategic like the shepherd with the stone. David burst the giants every morning at the hope it don't fold. In the wilderness, the promise still ahead. Every loss ain't destruction. Sometimes God rebuild the traitor instead. Jericho walls following my faith get loud. Used to trade emotional, now my spirit's stronger. Joshua rebuilding while they doubted every step. Now the pressure build diamonds every time I get them tested. Escaping Babylon,
I
worship poverty like a golden calf. Lose themselves chasing candles, moving way too fast. The wisdom worth more than silver and the gold. The disciplined mind worth more than what's inside your palm. Following up a lot harder when I say I had to break resistance. Sparking levels in the chains that kept perfecting my decisions. Now to set a cleaner, spirit moving sharper. Every setback became fuel for moving smarter. They panic with the crowd when the headlines hit. The move they know a building while they left that. Discreparate and look foolish before the rain arrives. But survivors think different when they fighting to survive. Fast seasons feeling buried underneath the pressure. The seeds gotta die before they multiply forever. That's kingdom mathematics, that's the Lord's own reaper. Patient trader eat, non-emotional trader sleep.
It's bigger than trading.
It's about mastering yourself.
Anybody can enter a trade.
You can conquer emotion.
Escape Babylon.
Cycle.
Move with wisdom.
Build with faith.
Smart action trading.
They told us chase fast money,
Bad money.
worship greed,
Love for trading.
panic with the crowd,
Modern Babylon.
build on fear.
Distraction and emotional slavery.
But discipline,
Patience.
wisdom,
Wisdom.
that's how you escape the system.
Smart action trading.
Yeah.
The information shared during this live stream is for educational and informational purposes only and should not be considered financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. All trades, ideas, and strategies discussed are my personal opinions and are not recommendations to buy or sell any securities. Trading involves risk, and you should always do your own research and consult with a licensed financial professional.
Top of the morning, traders, and happy Thursday, August 20th, and welcome to the most value-packed live trading show, where we live trade, breakdown charts, cover high-impact events, and talk trader mindset. Hope everyone had a wonderful day yesterday and is ready to kick off another opportunity-filled day. Another day, another gap down. We did get some unemployment claims that came in this morning. Numbers came in below forecast, below previous reading, and the market is looking to potentially on the verge of potential breakdown, sell-off. If everything can sell off accordingly, the weakness in the pre-market you're seeing, guys, don't fall in love with it too much. Let the market prove itself to you. What happened yesterday stays in yesterday. What happens today stays in today. Let's stay present and look to take advantage of the best opportunities. We are officially open, gapping down. Good morning, good morning, good morning, guys. Per usual, make sure to like the video on YouTube. Let's get the likes up. Let's get to 100 likes before 10:30. We will do a giveaway at 11 o'clock. If you're a first-time viewer, make sure to like the video. Make sure to subscribe. Long-time viewers, take the next steps. Join our community. Use the code TRIAL30 for your first month. Save 30%. Link is pinned in the chat, or go to spystrikers.com. I did provide a simple URL for you to follow, spystrikers.com. That's available for you to go to. Type it there. You'll have access to join us every single day for the delay-free ad-free stream. And make sure to use the promo code TRIAL30, 30% off your first month. So we're opening up. We're gapping down to open things up. So remember, strikers, if it's legit, all of them should start to slide. If it's legit, all of them should start to slide. They should be on the same page. Good morning, good morning, good morning, guys. Right off the bat, Meta starting to push lower here. Meta starting to push lower. We got Palantir slicing and dicing to the downside. We got Amazon slicing and dicing to the downside. And our good friend Apple pushing to the upside. So Apple back-to-back days of just a massive push. And it looks like Apple likes to go inverse. And Bitcoin, if you've been watching for more than 5 episodes, you know we talk about Bitcoin 65K. And we wake up today and Bitcoin did knock that 72K. Okay, 72K. All right, so Bitcoin's at 72K. If it gets 71.6 now, if it gets above 72K 400, okay, then we see that continue to push the upside. So okay, so keep a close eye on Bitcoin for day 2 continuation of those individual names. Bitcoin must make higher highs and continue to expand. Let's mark out our BOGTOG. Let the market digest the data here. The only ones looking for setups currently are the Shockwave 50, Shockwave 5, I should say. Shockwave 5 are the only ones on the clock. The only ones tasked with making decisions here shortly. Outside of that, no decisions should be made unless you're trading Shockwave 5. You're just waiting and you're just assessing. You're seeing how price is moving, and you're seeing if the scenarios we laid out in pre-market, which one is coming to fruition. and having the proper response plan. Okay, having the proper response plan. We got our G50. I always lose the G50 right here. Good morning, good morning, good morning, guys. Good morning, good morning, good morning. So right off the bat, I'm looking at Apple. Apple got away from us a couple days in a row. So I'm not gonna long it off the open. That's not a strategy. I'm gonna wait for the setup to come into play. If it does, we'll be there for it. 325s, 320s are available. These are, of course, tomorrow's expiration. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, guys. So as you're coming in, make sure to like the video, guys. Let's get the likes up. Let's get the likes up. Good morning, everyone joining us on Discord and Google if you're just jumping in. Gap down, thank you for the update. Elion. So no pre-existing positions. No pre-existing position for me. Okay, I have my eyes on Apple. Might even take, if it continues to show strength, might even go with Apple via Shockwave 5. 325s. Okay, if it has strength, might even take it with Shockwave 5. We'll see. So Shockwave 5 is the first one on the clock for SPY. Do we have any first-time viewers in the building? And crude. Crude is also pushing, guys. Crude is also pushing here. Crude is did push all the way to 87. VIX, that 16 level. Want to see that rejection on the VIX. All right, if you want to adopt that bullish thinking, create separation away from that 16 all the way to 1550 and lower. And that will potentially lead us back to this daily downside breaker and that TOG. Okay. Okay, see if Tesla can continue to push lower. Tesla, massive rejection on Tesla off that resistance. Here we go. Shenanigans is here, guys. Shenanigans. Right off the bat. Shockwave 5. See, a candle like that is very hard to gauge because it just breaks immediately. We're starting to see gold push here. Nvidia is confronting PMH. Nvidia is confronting PMH. Look what they do, guys. The opposite. Shockwave 5 on that initial break. We're starting to see Tesla slide. So it looks like Tesla has some more weakness. Memory names are starting to push here. There goes Nvidia. Broadcom pushing. AMD pushing. Keep in mind, a lot of these names in pre-market sold off right into support. Q sold off right into support. Okay, so you don't want to short at support. You don't want to short at support. Scale out TP1 via Shockwave 5. Apple kind of doing its own thing. Palantir is starting to slide here. Palantir, Tesla sliding. Nvidia continues to push. AMD continues to push. Broadcom pushing. We got iBit selling off. IGV dumping. Memory pumping. SMH pumping. And mags are mixed. Nvidia with the strength. Nvidia woke up with some strength today. Nvidia, if Nvidia can clear 220, it has some room to go. So Nvidia 220, 225. Keep a close eye on that via Shockwave 15 if the strength continues on DRAM and SMH. Just want to see DRAM, SMH get above PMH. Okay, they're currently below PMH. SMH testing that 565 territory. DRAM's PMH is at 5736. See if that continued push. Okay, Shockwave 5 for a quick scalp. Got the job done. We're seeing Palantir slide. Palantir and Tesla sliding. Okay, see SpaceX 2. SpaceX currently at 136, so very close to its IPO price. Microsoft sliding, so it looks like IGV sliding here, and Microsoft starting to slide. Palantir starting to slide. That Palantir slide has a little more runway to the downside. So let me see if I can. Palantir puts. Looking at the 170s. Okay. As IGV slides and Apple sliding. So the only thing pushing to the upside, guys, is semi-related names. And we got Meta trying to push here. Meta is testing that critical support territory. Right, it's on the verge of a breakdown. We need overall market weakness on Meta. Okay, Q's pushing to the upside. Small caps pushing to the upside. Dow starting to slide here. Okay, the critical test for SPY is going to be up here, that daily downside breaker. Because on this hourly, guys, on this hourly, we reversed on this hourly. We went 2 down, 2 up. That's why it's so important not to come into the day, okay, build your bias in pre-market and then try to execute solely based on that bias. It basically does the opposite thing. It basically does the opposite thing. Okay. You're better off to inverse your own idea. All right. If it's legitimate selling, we want to see all of them sell off, not just one. Qs are testing that daily downside breaker, 712.60. So the Qs have retraced back to that daily downside breaker. So none of them have broken PML yet. Shockwave 5, TP1. Here you get stopped out. So Shockwave 5 windows about to close, testing VWAP. Okay, we have Palantir candidate for the puts, Tesla candidate for the puts. Tesla, you can go with the 340s, 335s, or 34250s. These are 1 DTEs. So I'm looking at the Tesla puts, Palantir put, Apple call. Okay, these are the contracts I'm looking at. Nvidia, also Nvidia calls. Nvidia calls the 220, 250s. Okay, so not taking it just because it's doing something, but I need that trigger, okay? No trigger, no trade. No trigger, no trade. That's what you got to tell yourself over and over and over again. No trigger, no trade. Let's get to the YouTube chat here. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning. Who's taking any trades during the first hour? If you're taking any trades between now 9:30 a.m. Eastern and 10:30, throw one in the chat. Somewhat of a flag here. See if that can break. Okay, we're basically smack dab in the middle of that gap down. Smack dab in the middle of the gap down. For NVIDIA to catch a bid above that 220, SMH above 565 and beyond, and DRAM above that 5736. That can help it. That can help its case. Okay. Okay, Nico's looking to take a trade. Small caps pushing. Small caps pushing. Small caps 300 zeros. We'll keep a close eye there. Small caps were good to us yesterday. Individual names. Amazon is starting to wake up to the upside. I'm going to just throw my alert here on Apple to the upside. So at some point in time will come into play. Meta starting to wake up as well. Meta's going to confront that 550. So be mindful of that 550 level. Amazon pushing here. VIX is currently at 1650. Small caps looking for 300 reclaim. They have some continued strength above this quarterly open. SPY looking to retest that daily downside breaker. 768.10. Amazon 265, 265.50s. Keep a close eye on those calls, and it's officially shockwave 15 times. So let's see if we get a reshuffle here. If we start reshuffling, if they reshuffle the deck. So far, the breakdown thesis is not coming into play. Nothing checks out. There's multiple things you need to check before we decide to go long. Microsoft starting to push here. IGV starting to push as well. Meta and Microsoft are near their breakers. Microsoft, that chart on Microsoft is not as clean on the hourly, but if it does present an opportunity, manage accordingly. So double top off that G50. Ed is looking to take a trade during first. Okay, Microsoft. See Microsoft continue to push. Signal coming in on Microsoft. Small caps, my small cap army. 300 reclaim. Being put to the test. Shockwave 15. Coincides beautifully with that 300. Do we lose sound? Did we lose sound there for a second? So we did, my bad. Yeah, Microsoft, Meta, sometimes they're suspect. Big intraday higher time frame, we do have Microsoft, I should say Meta, on the verge of a pretty significant breakdown. Okay, we're back. Okay, good. Okay, how long did we lose audio for? Hopefully it wasn't for too long. Okay, nothing so far. Let the dust settle. Does Tesla want to push to the upside? If it does, 347.50 has some room into PMH above that level. So if Tesla, if you want to do that dance, okay, I can meet you there. Ideally, we need the index in our favor. Okay, need the index in our favor. We got SPY going back to VWAP, testing VWAP here. WMT collapsing. Keep in mind, guys, if you're trading WMT, they did report earnings. IV, be mindful of the IV. Okay, they're down about 7-8% in the pre-market WMT. So rule of thumb: if the company reports earnings a week before, all the way to a week after, 5 days before, 5 days after, don't touch it. There can be some fluctuations in the IV. So apply that 10-day rule, but unless you're looking to take advantage of the earnings. If you're looking to trade earnings, okay, it's better for you to do it with shares than options. Okay, I would say it's better for you to do it with shares than options, because worst case scenario, if you do it with shares, your shares are not going to go to zero. If you go with options, you try to do some straddle type of maneuver, and it doesn't meet its expected move, both those contracts are going to get crushed. Okay, Amazon's starting to come into play. I'm looking at the Amazon 267.50s. We need to see SPY get a legitimate bounce off this VWAP and start to knock on the doors at 760, 745. Keep a close eye on small caps as well. 300 reclaim. Small caps, 300 reclaim. Shockwave 15 as well. That's going to be the 300. So the small caps are the zeros I'm looking at, and Amazon is the ones. Okay, the only option here on Amazon is ones. If you're looking to play 300 reclaim, okay, maybe go one DT out. Okay, so no confirmation yet on Shockwave. We're seeing the indexes are doing the opposite thing. Okay, Qs are looking to get the lows of the day. The Dow's at the high of the day. Okay, so what we just saw in pre-market, okay, was just trickery. It's just a play, and I'll go as far as to say it was to prey on your psychology, not play. It was to make you fall susceptible to having a fixed bias, seeing something, and then wanting a breakdown so badly, you over-index for a breakdown. You don't have any variables you take into consideration, and you take a trade based on feeling. That's what they're preying on right now. Okay. If it is going to break down, all of them should start to lean towards being on the same page. No break, reclaim on 300 on IW. Okay, nasty rejection off 300. We got that 715 rejection on the Qs. SPY, just mess. Just a mess, guys. Smack dab in the middle of pre-market, hypermarket, low range. Look how many key levels there are here. Between 764.20 and 770.10. Look how many key levels there are. Okay. About a $5, $6 range. We're jumbled up in key levelville. Okay. If we are going to break, the Qs will lead the way. If we are going to break, the Qs are going to lead the way. Palantir starting to wake up. semi-selling off here. Broadcom looking to break down there via Shockwave 15. AMD, if you're looking at Shockwave 15 on AMD, be mindful of that 465. It's right there. Can Alphabet get its act together? At least it's at 345. We shall see. So no trigger, no trade so far. QQQ is leading the way to the downside. See if SPY can join the party. Q's broke those lows. Q's broke those lows. Q's broke those lows. Red light on the Q's. See if it can hold below 711.89. And SPY, it can drag SPY lower. Small caps looking to join the slide as well. Can the Q's hold there and drag small caps? If it can, 299 puts, small caps. Retrace reject on the Q's, see if we can hold. So far the Q's are the only one there. So if the Q's want to get that hold, we need to see we need to see SPY crack below the VWAP, continue to push lower. We need to see the Dow get dragged as well. All right, or it's just a nice little sweep. Okay, red light. Early red light here on SPY. Red light here on SPY. See if the Qs can reject off that level. I want to see the Qs can reject here. As they come into that retest there, as they're retesting, get back above it and fall back under it. If SPY can stay below VWAP, I'm looking at the Qs, 710 puts. Q 710 puts. Trying to rule out any kind of reclaim. I want to see SPY reject off that as well. I don't want to get caught in a liquidity grab. Okay, so now the Qs have reclaimed it, and now I want to see the Qs can fall back under. Okay, so if the Qs can fall back under, I can target lower day. Qs fall back under, I can target lower day. So no trade on the Qs because I'm just waiting, ensuring that I don't get caught in a liquidity grab. If it falls back under, I get that alert. I'm taking the Qs, 710 puts into lows of day 711, 711.08. If it continues to push the upside, reclaims VWAP, I'll let it do what it needs to do. No harm, no foul. Okay, that's the kind of approach it requires, team. That's the kind of approach it requires. Okay, back to green light. Short-lived red light. All right, I wanted the SPY to stay below VWAP that can support the Qs, and now the Qs are retesting VWAP. All right, so I have an alert set on the Qs if it falls back under that level. Okay. If you take SPY, you have room at that daily downside breaker. See if Apple can get above VWAP here. Okay, Q's coming back in. Q's coming back in. See if they can slide below those lows. Q's and small caps looking to break. Okay, I'll take the Q's right there. Okay, when the Q puts, risk is conservative. Risk is conservative, targeting lows a day. Okay, risk is conservative, targeting lows a day, 711.08. So let's see if we can get a resurface back to downside after making a pit stop at VWAP, and we get that follow through. If it can do that, guys, if SPY can get past that 766.38, that'd be great. And let's see if the small caps can join the party. So in the QQQ puts here, up 6. Manage accordingly if you took that, if it coincides with your plan. TP where you need to. Risk is conservative. There comes the small caps. First break on small caps. All right, see if you can hold below PML. So now I want the Qs to drag everything lower. And we got a red light once again. So I want to see if SPY can stay below VWAP and then continue to sell off and get below 766.38 and hold. Because now that 1 hour candle, that hourly candle which has a minute left, can start to flip and show some tremendous weakness. Okay, down goes small caps. Down goes small caps. No close for me on the Qs above 712.37. 712.36 territory. I can accept a wick, but no close. Currently down about 2-3%. Upwards of a 10 to 15% stop here on Qs. Okay, so it's wicking there. I want it to stay below it. See if we can stay below that stop. I want to see SPY stay below VWAP. A lot of back and forth here on Qs. It's teetering. It's on the verge. So if it's going to break down, there's a good place to be if it course corrects and continues to push. And that stop coincides beautifully with this daily downside breaker. So basically no reclaim of prior day's lows and that 9 EMA and conservative. That's my stop. On this hourly flip, sometimes on the hourly flip you get impulsive buying, impulsive orders coming in, the algorithmic orders coming in. So it's important that we see a quick flush as it flips. All right, we can't get a shenanigans candle here. All right. It's officially the first hour. I want SPY to stay below VWAP. That's all I care about here. See if Qs can stay below that level. Stay below the 9, stay below the daily downside breaker. That my risk is right here. Currently down about 15 to 20%. We have a new hourly candle. Okay, I'm going to close the Qs right there. So stopped out on the Qs. Stopped out right there on the Qs for about 25%. So give it a shot. Can you get that continued push lower? Stopped out. It can come back into play. Possible, but it looks like this thing wants to chop around for a little bit. It looks like it wants to chop around for a little bit. Small caps. Okay, they're leading the way now. Small caps leading the way. If you did take IW, good. So I can get a retest on IW. Did see 6%, but I want to take into the low day. That was the objective. Individual names, guys. Individual names. Very lackluster first 30 minutes of the day. We're still within pre-market low, pre-market high range. We're still within pre-market low, pre-market high range. If the Qs come back one more time, I can target those lows. I can double dip. Okay, because that will tell us it's a structural breakdown. I don't mind double dipping with a clean entry on the Qs if they can come back into play. SPY not doing much, guys. SPY is a mess. SPY is a complete mess. So if you caught some scalps, good. On small caps, we had Apple looking to break those lows. So nothing much. A nothing burger during first shift. Does Apple want to go the opposite way today? The 315s, keep it close on the 315s on Apple. I don't mind going put on Apple. SPY guys, inside. If you don't trade hourly candles that are inside, keep a close eye. QQQ coming back in. Looking at the 710s. Just turned away right there. Okay, I'll take QQQ right there. I'm back in the Qs. Okay, for the puts. Small caps, clear winner. I'm targeting lows a day with the Qs. 7, 11, 11. 7, 11. You did take this manage accordingly. SPY also coming in here, guys, for that breakdown. So second attempt on the Qs. Same thing. So same risk profile. No close above that daily upside, daily downside breaker. Small caps, clear winner. Who took IWM? If you took IW, good, good, good. Okay, the Q is it's not the cleanest chart, but I gotta shoot my shot there. So I don't want to see a close above here. Conservative, look how conservative lines up with that daily downside breaker. Okay, I want to see us get the low a day. Second attempt on the Qs. Small caps, clear winner. Small caps, clear winner. If you took that, good, good, good. SPY coming into play here soon as well. I like how the Dow starting to, if the Dow can give up VWAP, that's great. The Dow can give up VWAP, that's great. Ideally stay below the zone. If it gets above conservative like before, I'll get stopped out once again. I don't mind getting stopped out once again. Look at the small caps, guys. Small caps, clear favorite. Okay, dollar signs in the chat if you took small caps. Okay, there we go. There we go. Go, go, go. Knock out those lows. Up 7. You're scalping. Good, good, good. Anyone take small caps? That was the trade. SPY looking to break those lows now as well. Shockwave on SPY. Keep a close eye. That's going to be the first break on SPY. Okay, we got the VIX also pushing, guys. VIX get above 16. So some of the criteria that we laid out this morning is starting to shape up slowly. Okay, so I do have a horse in the race. I have a sluggish horse, but nonetheless a horse. Horse nonetheless. Okay. Buyers are trying. That this daily open is, they're contending with this daily open. All right, so the big move is on the other side of here. If you want those single digit scalps, 6, 7%, 8%, already provided that opportunity. So I'm looking for that big slide at the downside. That's what I'm looking for. Who else is sliding here? Keep a close eye on Apple. Ideally, no close above that daily open. At least, okay, remain below the daily open. Stop is very close to daily downside breaker. If we close above right there, I'm going to get stopped out. About to get stopped here. I want to see no close above that 7, 12, 60. Okay, see if we can fall back under daily open. Very messy chart, guys. See if you can fall back under. We're still below that 9 EMA on the 5. Small cap starting to get bought up here. SPY still within that range. You can see SPY. Okay, SPY bounced off that level. So as long as this 5-minute candle didn't close above that 9, we continue to push lower. See if SPY can join the party. So we're getting very erratic here. Buyers are fighting. All right, buyers are trying to push this thing back higher. All right, so as long as this buying gets absorbed, we'll be in the clear. But if the buying continues to push, then we'll get stopped out. Okay. Down about 23, 24%. No close yet. Let that 5-minute candle close. See if SPY can break here. Q's giving us a headache here. Okay, but again, I like how we're above that 16 on the VIX. Okay, because if this can hold, that 16 can hold, and when it's all said and done, the next 90 seconds or so, we stay below that 9 EMA on the Q's. All right, we might be in good shape here. SPY breakdown brewing here as well. Keep a close eye. I like how we're above that 16 on the VIX. So the Q's already broke down. Okay, they're very close to low a day. Small caps already made low a day. So we just need this to break. If Shockwave can trigger on SPY, that'd be great. And if it can, I'll take SPY to the downside as well. 765s. Okay. So about less than 60 seconds away. That daily downside breaker is my ultimate stop. Prior day's lows. See if I can give it 30 seconds. See if you one more flush to the downside. Okay, so usually I like it to play out a little quicker than this, but okay, I want to close it right there. So stopped out again on the Qs. Try to take it to the upside, stopped out again on the Qs. So 2 attempts on the Qs, 2 stop outs. 2 attempts, 2 stop outs. All right, and I have to cut it there. Okay, because now we're above the downside breaker. We're starting to push. We had Apple breaking down. Okay, the market's going to decide to push the upside. Apple breakdown. Keep a close eye. The Qs, if we think SPY is messy, the Qs are even messier than SPY. Beautiful job on the Qs. Good catch on the Qs. IWM clear standout winner. So cleaner chart. So I'll use the Qs as a proxy and then look to take SPY to the downside. So 2 trades so far, both trades on the Qs, same exact idea. Multiple attempts. So IWM puts were cleaner than the Qs. We knew one was going to lead. Again, we need to see the VIX knock out 16 and go beyond 16, okay? So the thesis we laid out this morning in pre-market, guys, can come to fruition if we knock out 16 and all of them are in synchronized selling. Now Tesla's starting to sell off as well. Tesla has room to drop into that open, that weekly open. If it starts to slide. Tesla. Coming into play. Keep a close eye. We have, so if it's inverse relation with SPY, with the indexes and Apple should reclaim that area. Okay, keep in mind, SPY is inside on the hourly. SPY is inside on the hourly. So victory goes to the Qs, guys. Qs. If SPY holds this in terms of support, Apple retrace reject already playing out. SPY is inside smack dab in the middle of that range on the hourly. Okay, so see if SPY can break down. 766s. Okay, via shockwave 15. We just need the Qs to stay below VWAP. Tesla breakdown brewing. The 335 puts. So if the SPY can break down, everything else can break down. Tesla puts, SPY puts, we got Amazon puts, and Google puts also brewing. Okay, Google and Amazon starting to break. Tesla's next. All right, the Qs did give a couple of scalps, but I was looking for that lower day push. I was looking for lower day push. Okay, see SPY can start to push here. Looking at the 765s, 766s. All right, you can go 1 DT if you want. Okay, generally stay below here. Keep in mind, guys, we're still within pre-market high, pre-market low range. All right, pre-market high, pre-market low range. So we'll use the Qs, a nice scale out on Amazon here. Amazon scale out. We can use the Qs weakness in our favor. We're starting to see sell off here, guys. Starting to pick up. Give us a signal. If we break below this 765.42, we will be directional. So we just need to create separation away from that daily open. See if they have any trickery for us here. And I want to see the VIX. Keep a close eye on the VIX team. VIX knock out that 16. Okay. Just be careful in that area. Wait for it to close. Rule out that double bottom. Okay, VIX is starting to pick up some steam here. Okay, VIX is rejecting there. So again, mixed. Okay, just wait for a signal. Amazon breaking beautifully. If SPY breaks, Tesla breakdown as well. Simultaneous. Amazon already fell off a cliff. There goes SPY. There goes Tesla. See if Tesla can hold. SPY. Give it a nice little push to the upside. Qs coming back into play. Coming back into play. Give me a retest, SPY. This is a legitimate break. How we create a separation away from everything. If that signal prints, I'll take SPY to the downside. Okay, and that'll be our third trade. Third trade of the day. Look at Tesla puts. Okay, SPY starting to slide. VIX, we're above 16 on the VIX. Give me at least a push into 765.80. If SPY just falls off a cliff, I can go to Tesla. It doesn't give me a chance to get in. I can go to Tesla. QQQ, third triple dip. Okay, looking at Tesla here as well. Okay, I'll take Tesla right there. I'm in Tesla puts. Okay, with extended weakness on SPY. I'm up about 6% on Tesla. Okay, if you need to TP, Tesla, they don't have lower day targets. I'm going to go with the scale out. Okay, Tesla starting to push. Tesla up 9%. Okay, now I want the Qs to make lower day. Qs make lower day, that'd be great. I'm in the Tesla puts. These are 1 DTEs. So I did see 9. See if SPY can stay below this level. If you took Tesla at 9, so those single digit scalps, we are seeing the VIX reject here. So be on the lookout for, you don't want to see a reclaim. You want to see retrace rejects. We're currently in the Tesla puts. So if SPY can do this, that would be great. Tesla take out that 341. $72. We got room to 340.74 on Tesla if it continues to push lower. We just need the Q. We just need SPY to have that weakness. We need the Qs to knock out 711.08. The Qs have been obsessed with that level. Which just buyers just refuse to quit off that level. Okay, so if you need to TP guys. Okay, those TPs add up. Make sure to like the video on YouTube. Let's get the likes up. So third trade, guys. Third trade, Tesla. Qs. If Qs can knock out 711.09, we'll be in good shape. Small caps falling off a cliff. If you took SPY, you got the entry. Good. Tesla starting to push. Up 10, up 12. See, Tesla can start to roll here. Has room into that weekly open. That 340.74 is critical on Tesla. See if Tesla can stay below 341.91. And look at that candle. Buyers just stepping in right there. Tesla wants Tesla to stay below that 342.21. Look at that candle. Right, see profit, take profit is the type of activity. Look at that candle, guys. Qs bounce off those lows. Look at that. Like shenanigans is here. Still in Tesla. Did see about 11%. Still in Tesla. See if that candle gets faded. But if SPY gets above VWAP with this push, if this shenanigans candle is legit, it sends SPY above VWAP. And then there's a legitimate push. So who took Tesla for 11%? Still in Tesla, no change in the position. See if this can completely get faded and there's just a little shake candle, shake and bake. Little shake and bake. Okay. I want Tesla to knock out 341.45. And I want SPY to stay below VWAP. I don't want to see a breakout here. Okay. Even if you take SPY here, there's more than a scalp double-digit opportunity. See if the Qs can stay below VWAP as well. The Qs inability to get below 711.08 is what's causing all this. All right, the buyers right there on the Qs. That's what's causing all this. So on this 500 candle to get absorbed, if I had the zeros on Tesla, right, that 11%, 12% would probably be up anywhere from 15 to 25%. I would already be out of Tesla. All right, but I'm trying to see if I can get Tesla into that 340.74 here. Get it close to that 340. We do have weakness on Tesla on the 15, 5 minute. I want to see this 5 minute candle go shooter. And I want to see SPY fall back under 765.76. Okay, there we go. That might have been a nice little bull trap. This 5 minute candle is 2 minutes. A lot of time left on this 5 minute candle. So don't get above VWAP. Shenanigans is here, guys. Shenanigans is here. Okay, put in the chat. Did we get above VWAP? Does SPY break VWAP and continue to push, or does it reject? Still in Tesla. 341.26 break would be critical. Look at that rejection here on the VIX. Okay, see if we get one more push on Tesla to the downside. If we had a 5 minute reversal on Tesla, then I just gotta close it for a small loss. And the next minute or so. In the next minute, if this candle can have a wick on it, that would be great. SPY's going the other way, just a nasty trap. Nasty, nasty trap. So Tesla stay below 342.21. Okay, vicious. It's the Qs, guys. Blame the Qs. Okay, blame the Qs. Still in Tesla here. I want Tesla to stay below 342.21. If Tesla gets above this 5 minute breaker when that 5 minute candle comes up, then I'll take it. I'll close Tesla for a small loss. Okay, I'm not going to have the full unit of risk allocated to Tesla when SPY is looking to push the upside back above VWAP, Q is back above VWAP, and we're seeing these aggressive buyers on the 5. Okay, so Tesla's in that break even here. Okay, this 5 minute candle will tell me everything. Okay, get above 342.67. I'll get stopped out, get below 341.28. I'll continue to hold. Okay. Up 8. If you need a TP before that, make sure to do so, guys. That's up 9%. See if we can get into that lower day. Best thing is probably to take a majority off at lower day. So see if we get one more push into lower day. If SPY falls back under VWAP, that would be great. If SPY falls back under VWAP, that would be great. If it bounces off VWAP, the closer we get to getting stopped out. So you can TP at 341.28 or TP now here on Tesla if you need to for caution. Okay, and Tesla's a mover, guys. Tesla is a mover. I want to knock out those lows. I want to see Tesla get to 340.74. Okay, up 14% on Tesla. 12 at lower day. I'm going to take a majority off right there. Okay, at 15. Down to runners. Okay, down to runners on Tesla. Thank you very much, Tesla. This confirmation screen keeps coming up. I don't know what it is. I turned it off. Beautiful, beautiful breakdown on Tesla. Tesla up 19, 20. There we go. So if SPY falls back under real goes to lows of the day, Tesla can start to fly, guys. Tesla is testing that 340.74, and 340 is coming up. We need to get below 340, and we can start rocking and rolling. Tesla's up 25. Who took Tesla? That's the trade of the day. Okay, trade of the day for us now on Tesla. Okay. Stay below 340.74. If you're looking to hold this, mark your trailing stop. There we go, guys. Tesla strikes again. Now we need SPY to get to lows a day. If Qs can break 711.08 this go around, we'll be in great shape. Okay, this is where I took Tesla. Sat through a little back and forth. I want to see Tesla stay below here. Okay, sponsored by Shockwave, guys. 340 test. All right, we can see some buyers stepping off 340, so be mindful of that. We're up 35%. That's about $50 per contract, guys. Okay, 340 test. See if you can stay below here. Stay below that 340.74. I like how SPY is starting to break. SPY go Shockwave, Qs go Shockwave, that would be great. Make sure to TP, guys. Make sure to TP. 340, we're bouncing off 340. See if runners can get to 340 and lower than 340 prior to getting above these highs. That would be great. We're starting to see SPY trying to bounce there. Okay, Tesla knock out those lows. That would be fantastic. But we can expect some contention at 340 naturally. We just need the market to show some weakness now, and that was going to further enhance this sell-off on Tesla. 340, we must get below there. All right, we must get below there for this to start to go. Okay, see if you can break below 340. Go, go, go. Accelerate at 340 to the downside. We don't want to see aggressive buying there. Up 40%, guys. 38%. Okay. Tesla, dollar signs in the chat, up 42%. Stay below 340. We're not where the coast is not clear yet. Below 340. Coast not clear yet. Okay, coast is not clear yet. If we get a bounce off 340, I'll be out of there. Okay. If that's legit, I'll have pending order at that 172. If it gets below 172, those contracts, I'll get filled. Okay, yeah, I'm out there. Okay, I'm all out there. Okay, so Tesla, beautiful. So even if this 340 bounce leads us to there, I don't want to give too much back on those runners. Okay, so tremendous job on Tesla there, guys. Trade of the day, Tesla. If you're still in, we saw 40+%, less than, if you took this entry, if you took that entry. This entry, of course, was cleaner. The retrace reject, this breakdown, I took it. Sat through a little back and forth, but eventually worked out. So tremendous trade there. So keep in mind, guys, first couple of trades, QQQ couldn't get us what we needed. It was frustrating. All right, but look how messy the Q's chart is. All right, so the first attempt stopped out. Second attempt stopped out. So went to the Q's, went to Tesla, took care of everything. And what you notice on the Q's can't get past this area. That's what led to that massive bounce, that shenanigans candle. That's reflected here on SPY. So the index, guys, are messy. So the thesis for the breakdown has not come to fruition yet. Are we above 16 on the VIX? No. We're seeing gold continue to push. We're seeing gold continue to push. My diamond hand traders, 340. Hold on 340. On the 15-minute time frame, that would be great. You have a new 15-minute candle here. Break below on 15, that'd be great. We are seeing some buyers trying to come in off that 340. Okay, so there you go, guys. That transitions us beautifully into second shift. All right, so how we doing, guys? How we doing? We're trading on Webull. Let's get caught up. Tesla turn around. Less than a minute. What do you mostly trade? Mostly trade the indexes and mega cap tech stocks. Mega caps. Yes, Tesla puts. Keep in mind, guys. What platform do you trade on? Webull. Keep in mind, all the stuff that you're hearing over the airwaves is not financial advice. I'm not licensed to give financial advice. It's all for educational purposes. Right? Think of this as training. Tesla taking another leg lower. Who took Tesla? Strikers. If you waited for Tesla and that's your first trade, tremendous job. Beautiful job, Sherman. Tremendous, tremendous. You caught that, Joe? Good, Joe P. You caught Tesla there? Good, good, good. Let us know how you did, guys. And that might be as good as it gets, to be honest. That might be as good as it gets. All right. That might be as good as it gets. So let us know how you did during first shift. Okay, folks on YouTube, make sure to like the video. Let's do the giveaway at 11 o'clock. All right, 100 likes is the requirement. We have 130 plus people joining us live on YouTube. Take a minute, everyone joining us, and smash the like button. Smash the like button. Okay. Tesla continue to sell off. Those contracts do have a little bit of time, so do what you please with them. Okay, if you held on to the thesis where this is going to be a trailing stop and you're willing to sit through a little back and forth in pursuit of that 340 break, okay, you're in good shape. TP1 hit. If you have shockwave, this will be given to you. This idea will be given to you. Okay, the indicator will automatically give you that. So you can see the red light going into shockwave. Red light going into shockwave. And Tesla, if you know how to trade Tesla, Tesla moves nicely. A lot of people don't like to trade Tesla. All right, it's because they don't know how to trade it. But if you know how to trade Tesla, if you're used to the rhythm of Tesla, you know how to use the indexes to help you trade Tesla, it's a gorgeous name to trade. Okay, it's a gorgeous name to trade because when it moves, okay, when it goes, it goes. It's one of those rare names. When it goes, it goes. Some names can get stuck in the mud. They're stuck in the mud most of the time. All right, but when Tesla goes, it goes. And when I mean goes, I mean by knocking out TP3. Okay, TP3 is 6R. All right, SPY not doing much. Apple breaking down, so it's just Apple and Tesla, guys. Apple and Tesla with the puts. Scalp puts on Alphabet. Scalp puts on Amazon. Tesla hourly's weak. Okay, hourly's bearish. 30 minutes is bearish. 15 minutes bearish. 5 minutes bearish. Okay, so make sure to compensate the trader. Whatever you do, make sure to compensate the trader. All right, so that's 3 trades. 3 trades during first shift. 2 stop outs on Qs. Small caps would have been a better alternative. Okay, so I was debating between those two. End up taking the Qs. Both times risk gets violated, gets stopped out, and small caps work out beautifully. Okay, Tesla's starting to bounce here aggressively, reclaiming that 340. Trying to reclaim that 340. That's going to be key. That's going to be key. That's going to be key. Okay. How we doing on YouTube? How we doing on YouTube, guys? How we doing on YouTube? See that comment right there. Walmart, please. Walmart, I'm not touching it. Okay. They can be doing whatever it wants. Just report earnings, fresh off of earnings. Shockwave gives you the idea, but again, it's fresh off of earnings. I don't like to trade things heading into earnings, that week of earnings, and the week after earnings. So I give it a cool off period. So SPY. Okay, SPY, we already broke this symmetrical triangle, which is a bilateral pattern. We break these lows. This morning, we would discuss the importance. I want to emphasize the importance to our team of avoiding front-running that breakdown. Okay, we laid out the criteria. If you're going to play the breakdown, play the puts, there's 3 things that need to take place. Okay, it's not just, oh, we're weak in pre-market, let's just take the puts off the open. Okay, those days no longer exist. That's a quick way to blow up your account. That's a quick way to give your hard-earned money that you put into your trading account. Okay, just handing it over to the market without any contention, without even fighting. All right, it's almost like you're gonna enter a boxing match, and as soon as you enter the ring, you just walk out. All right, so that was the main thing. I didn't want anyone to get trapped this morning because it looked good. All right, so we set the criteria for what is required. And the attempt that I got stopped out on twice, right, was based on that. I want to see the VIX get above 16. I was trying to hold above 16. We're just waiting for SPY to join. The Dow had weakness. Small caps had weakness. But we just couldn't get enough weakness across the board. Okay? So we don't have to be fixated on that particular thing taking place. All right? Because we didn't get that. Because that setup there, guys, is expansion below here for the remainder of the runway. Okay, so this area can be sticky. We can see some chop activity. This could possibly be coming back in for a retest of this initial break. Okay, the retest triggered between now and 12 o'clock at 7:68.28. Have about an hour and 20 minutes. QQQ. Okay, QQQ also starting to bounce. We have Walmart reported earnings. Okay, look at that. Walmart is at 100 basically. It's at 103. Okay, we got our first shift check. IBIT continues to push. Look for a flag on IBIT if Bitcoin can break out of that 72K. Okay, small caps are the one that had the room. Okay, DIA sliding. GLD gap down, starting to push. ExxonMobil continues to lead the way, but not a lot of activity intraday. Meta, not that much there. So this Meta breakdown is still brewing. Okay, sitting right there. Broadcom, okay, it's bouncing off support. Nvidia, see if you get a downward compression, reclaim at 218.51. Palantir sitting right at 175. Palantir also brewing as well, guys, via shockwave. Palantir can actually be a decent one. Late shockwave, keep a close eye on Palantir. Sneaky move on Palantir. Microsoft, ugly. MU, okay, nice push on MU during the last hour. TSM, Apple broke initially, came into those highs. I want to see if Apple had some follow through. I want to take the calls above there. Nothing there. Apple potential play into that gap. AMD bouncing off support. JPM consolidating at support. We have Amazon testing here. Nice break on Amazon yesterday, if you guys recall. And now pulling back. Intel, okay, consolidating near support. Google, mess. This is a complete mess. Just atrocious. Tesla. So that slide we took on Tesla was during this sell-off on the hourly, this candle here. Okay. Headed into that bullish channel support after going double top. Walmart, of course, MSTR. Okay, pulling back. Shallow pullback on MSTR. As long as Bitcoin stays within that range and bounce off support possibly. Okay, but you need that 72.5 on Bitcoin to break for this thing to continue to the upside. Coinbase also pulling back slightly. CRCL pulling back. Robinhood. So the crypto trade was on for yesterday. The Bitcoin trade was on for yesterday. Okay, it was just one day trade. And then look how quickly things change. SoFi taking a hit. SNDK, okay, starting to push. Netflix, okay, Netflix starting to come into this area as well, rejecting off resistance. Starbucks, don't have that charted. GEV, okay, sitting right at that 975, 980. SpaceX, symmetrical triangle breakdown. SpaceX coming to this support. See if that can hold. If that can't hold, okay, if this support can't hold below 129.58, decisive close below 130, and close below there, we have this open runway here. Okay, this is a frictionless push. Whenever you see a move like this on the chart, all right, hard fought uptrend, hard fought uptrend, hard fought uptrend, and then it just, okay, that when price starts to drop, okay, there's pivots. So naturally, there's gonna be contention at each one of those points that buyers had to grind their way, had to earn their way above. Okay, so whenever you see price like this, though, whenever you see price like this, it's just a frictionless break. On its way down, okay, what's true one way has to be true the opposite way. Okay, and it can be a seamless, frictionless drop, as opposed to a hard-fought structure, a hard-fought, healthy uptrend. Okay, more than likely this is how it's going to slide, unless, okay, X factor, it has a catalyst behind its back. So with SpaceX, there's nothing hard fought about this. Just smooth by. So this support needs to hold. If we don't bounce off that support, we can possibly start to come into this area for that slide. But first, we're at support, so don't short at support. Wait for support to get flipped, and then there can be something there. Okay, so keep a close eye on that. Okay, guys. Okay, so you can see inverse head and shoulder out of there. So Shockwave did give you room to TP. Okay, there was room for me to TP on Qs, 6-7%, 7-8%. So there was that opportunity. Okay, but I wanted to see a push into lows a day. Do we have enough to push the other way? Look at the VIX, 16 rejection. Gold is rocking and rolling, guys. 4,500 on gold. Bitcoin ran up yesterday, today. Bitcoin, gold pushing. Bitcoin consolidating after that run up. Beautiful job. Nomad flavors. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Meta. Catching meta. Meta Shockwave 15 stopped out. I was hesitant to short meta here. Okay, yeah, it's right at that PML. Okay, you got to let that double bottom clear. Okay, and anything like near that 545, meta is very sensitive to psychological levels. All right, so meta gets in its feelings and gets erratic when it's near psychological levels. So you have to find a way to use the psychological levels for you rather than against you. Okay. Tesla potential flag on the 5 on Tesla. Hourly candle in about 11 minutes here. They're trying to mount a reversal on the 15 on Tesla, not yet. Reversal on Tesla above 340.71 on the 15. If SPY heads towards lows a day, there's meta. If SPY heads towards lows a day. Okay, possible, not the cleanest flag, but flag nonetheless. Possible breakdown here on Tesla. Back below 340. Okay, back below 340. So we are 10 minutes away, guys. 10 minutes away from 11 o'clock. And that's probably going to be all the trade I'm going to do. So 3 trades. 2 ideas, 3 trades, 2 on the same ticker. 2 stop outs. 1 worked in my favor. Who's done for the day? I see Joe's done for the day. I love that one and done. OAD. So it looks like most of you caught IW on that slide. Tremendous job. Tremendous job. You can correlate the SPY VWAP with 340 on Tesla. Let the buyers and sellers pick a side, create separation on both those levels on the corresponding names, and you decide. We're at 50 likes, guys. 50 likes. So we need 50 more likes. And we'll do the giveaway. 50 more likes. A nice breakdown on Amazon. Amazon double dip. So in this season, guys, having those patient entries, respecting your risk. Okay, you can see Amazon starting to break. Both times. Amazon went to TP1. Amazon broke down again. Coming to these lows here. So in this case, if SPY can break below VWAP, Amazon has a good chance of getting to lows a day or TP1 once again. Okay, that's a clean chart there on Amazon. Well, I'd say the trade of the day is Tesla. Trade of the day is Tesla. All right, so if you guys want to be eligible for the giveaway, that entails 1 week access to Shockwave 15, getting start day trading course, or a one-on-one coaching call. You choose. All right, so make sure to like the video. Get to 100 likes and we'll do that giveaway. Let's take a look at an area where shockwave. Okay, Apple. Apple puts, couple of scalps there available on Apple. Green light on Apple. Potential cup and handle. It's a kind of a rounded bottom type formation. We're going to confront that weekly open there on Apple. Weekly open test. Okay, daily open test and VWAP. So it still has some ways to go. Let's see if we can get above that weekly open. What else? NVIDIA. NVIDIA is the one. Also provide a signal on shockwave scalp. But you can see here, okay, there's something right there on NVIDIA. So if you're going short here, that's why you need to pair the key levels with shockwave. Okay, these lows or this key level is what's going to give more than likely. Can it continue to push lower if the indexes are on the same page and they're weak? Sure. But this is your window. This is your window. If you want more, then you get stopped out. If you can capitalize off of this, probably anywhere 15 to 20%, in just a couple of, in less than I would say 2 minutes, you can have it. Worst case scenario, you get stopped out. Best case, in this case, ideal scenario, okay, you can scalp because that level is right there. So there is some traffic there. So if we get that continued breakdown here, NVIDIA might actually come in for second attempt at this level. So you can target 216.78 initially with the majority. If SPY can give a VWAP, that can accelerate the sell-off on Amazon. Gold is ripping and roaring, guys. So Bitcoin, to make a second leg for Bitcoin, it needs to get above 72,408. Okay, massive move over the last 48 hours. Okay, massive move. 5 minutes left, guys. Let's get the likes up. Let's get the likes up. And tomorrow is Free Trade Friday. I know yesterday all day I was saying Friday when it was actually leading into Thursday. But tomorrow is Free Trade Friday. So make sure to join us tomorrow for Free Trade Friday. Everyone on YouTube. Okay, you can join us for the delay-free, ad-free stream. That is what Free Trade Friday is. You get to be part of our pre-market prep stream. We meet every day, so the stream does not start at 9:30. Starts off at 9:30 on YouTube, but we get together at 9 a.m. Eastern. We have a comprehensive pre-market prep program that we go through. We quickly recap what took place the previous day, what catalysts we have, and then we go over game plan for the day. All right, we do that all within 20 minutes or so. Okay, so that's the most important part of the program. And then when the bell rings, okay, it's seeing if the game plan can be put into motion, or if we have to call an audible. All right, so we're looking to take advantage of both sides, whether it's bullish, whether it's bearish. We can care less. We just want some kind of action. All right, so you guys get to join us tomorrow for the delay-free, ad-free stream. If you're looking to join us there, make sure to go to smartactiontrain.com, and go to the community tab. When you go to the community tab, click join free Discord. Okay, click the join free Discord. That's available. If you're looking to join our Discord, take advantage, guys, because price increase is coming. You can go to our site or you can go to spystrikers.com. Okay. You can go to spystriker.com. And you should be able to join us there. Let me pull it up. All right, but first, start off here. Here's spystrikers.com. Spystrikers.com. All right, go to spystrikers.com. I was looking for the tab right here. All right, so this is what you get: pre-market prep, extended live stream, 2 to 4 high win rate ideas every day, training, and course. It comes with your membership. You have AI tools and alerts available, private member chat, daily market structure. All right, we go over everything. System-based trading. All right, so prepare, plan to trade, and review every single day. All right, if you're looking to take advantage, make sure to go to this site, spystriker.com. I made it easy for you guys to join. Use the code TRIAL30. Okay, copy the code, put it in here. Code should work, and you have access to the community, the course, and everything for 30 days, one entire month, for $48. All right, the price increase will be effective very soon, but if you do join and you're grandfathered in at $69 a month, right, that's the price you pay for the lifetime membership. You're not going to see a price increase, right? It's only going to go up from here. All right, so go to spystrikers.com or go visit our site to join and kick off your journey. All right, kick off your journey there. And new members, welcome. For those of you who did purchase Shockwave over the last couple of days, the couple of you did get the starter pack. Make sure to send me your Discord username. Starter pack will be phased out end of the month. Be mindful of that, and that will lead to the rollout of our complete Shockwave suite. Okay, so be on the lookout for that. Good morning. I just joined the call. Say 5 minutes to 11. 5 minutes to 11. That's the giveaway window. So every single day, I like to do a giveaway, right? But it's on the other side. You have to incentivize the giveaway. All right. So you have to get to 100 likes, and we do the giveaway. That's what it's for. That's the time I want to see us get to 100 likes. Okay, so not a lot of action today, guys. Not a lot of action today. Maybe some action. We get some action during second shift. We're officially in second shift, 11 o'clock, new hourly candle here. Lackluster activity per usual. First shift, couple of stop outs on Qs. I believe that's my first. Here we go, shenanigans. Here we go. That's the thing, right? It's just yourself, and the algos at this point. All right, so be very, very careful. You, yourself, and the algos. See, there's a legitimacy behind that break. So structurally, we're grinding higher. Apple's at VWAP. So separation created away from VWAP to the upside on SPY. Okay, correlate that with Tesla's 340. Where is Tesla in relation to 340? Okay, Tesla in relation to 340, okay, is above 340. It's at 341.50, 341.40s and 50s. Okay, so you can even take this back to the upside. We hit exhaustion, and we start to push back up. So if you're still in the puts, you're trying to get more out of this, this will probably give you 80 to 90%. Okay, you can use this green light as your last line of defense, or this level that we gave earlier as your last line of defense. Okay, so good cut on our end here, right there. Okay, if you did miss the test of trade, rewind back to you can rewind the stream back to, if you want the full breakdown, go to 10:15. Okay, go to the 10:15 mark. Or you can rewind the stream, and then you can look at, as you're rewinding the stream, you can look at the clock on the stream and go to 10:15. All right, you don't have to go. You don't have to use a timestamp to rewind. All right, and you get that full breakdown of that trade. All right, but first go back and watch the QQQ. All right, so QQQ, the double stop outs on QQQ. So it didn't get cleaner. QQQ is actually the messiest of all of them. So it didn't get any cleaner. And it's still within the range. Okay, blame the Qs. Yeah, you can send me an email. There's an email available with the starter pack. Did you purchase a starter pack? If you did purchase a starter pack, there's an email that's available to you to send me an email, to send an email to support. If you have any questions about starter pack, I can answer any of those questions, guys. Starter pack. That's the special we were running this summer, for the summer months, guys. All right, so starter pack, one payment, you have lifetime access to Shockwave 15, 1.0, 2.0, and 3.0 that's coming out. You have 12 months access to our community, 60-minute coaching call, bootcamp ticket, all available to you for one price. Okay, this will be phased out very soon. That's on our site. Okay. So also what will be phased out is the Shockwave 15 prices. These prices will be phased out. So take advantage. The ones who don't have to worry is the ones who've already got, who are locked in. If you got the yearly, you're good for 12 months. If you got the lifetime, you are good for a lifetime. All right, so any update to Shockwave 15, you will always get it. So we're already on 3.0. All right, so you basically have 3 indicators. Instead of updating it and not letting you have the old version, I'll give you the new version as well. Okay. So if you're looking to lock in, that is the best bang for your buck here. All right. It's better to put that into investing yourself rather than trading $1,000 without no system. Trading is going to cost you. The honest truth, guys, is trading is going to cost you. It's going to cost you time. It's going to cost you capital. But make sure the cost counts towards something. Okay. Our members, the ones who are on our team, their costs are already covered. The objective is to give you 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, 50x ROI on your membership and any kind of tool or resource that's provided. Okay, that's the objective. Okay, that is the objective. But it's going to cost you. So when you do purchase it, there will be an email address you can send any of your questions towards. If you do have a general question, you haven't made the purchase yet, I can answer those questions in real time here. There's always going to be a cost, guys. Amazon is the winner so far, guys. Amazon breakdown, beautiful. Looks like most of our team is done. Tesla going the other way. Potential double dip available on Tesla. And the view up test coincides with the double dip opportunity. Okay. Rejection of view up on Apple. Meta breakdown alert. SPY give up VWAP. Let's see if Meta can continue to push lower. Meta does have a structural breakdown brewing. If you took that already, manage accordingly. If you're in for the win. And what can really accelerate this, guys, Meta has room. You need Meta to hold below this 543.91. Meta has room to 540.18 and eventually 540 if SPY can give up VWAP. Okay, Meta breakdown playing nicely. Who's in to win on Meta? That's the latest break. So Amazon and Meta are the latest candidates. Okay, so Shockwave requires you to be patient, guys. My scalpers, you take your piece, you're out into lows a day. Hold runners. Okay, icing on the cake. My diamond hand. I'm not sure if you guys keep it, because there's a couple of approaches with diamond hand. You can move your stop to break even or keep it as is. Right? But I'm always in the camp of taking some off. Taking some off, but my diamond hand almost at scale out. You want to see a hole below 543.14, the low. The meta can be stubborn at times, but when it starts to move, that's already $1 some change. Okay, it's a stubborn ticker. Okay, very stubborn ticker, but when it starts to go, and all the stars align, it can be nice. Meta, you want to emphasize on entries. You have to have those good entries on Meta, and you have to. I would say the best entries are via bid. Okay. Yeah, the pre-market links, they're available. We do that every single morning. All right, so all the things you're looking for, guys, that's on the other side of the paywall. All right, so what's front-facing is the live stream. Okay, and then behind that, there's a paywall to access the advanced tools, advanced resources, the delay-free, ad-free stream. Okay. We're one of the only few live options trading programs available. There's a lot of pre-market prep programs, right? But I think the live portion is more beneficial for the people on YouTube, and pre-market is more beneficial for the people in the community, so they have an idea because they already know what they're looking to trade. Okay, so when it comes to live trading, live education, okay, that's the space we're in. Okay, leading through demonstration. I wish I can control these candles and make them go my way at every single trade, but the best way to learn is this with this method, because that would be the best way for me to learn. If I were to learn this from scratch, the fastest way for me to learn is by someone else doing it and walking through it. And it depends on your learning style. If you're a visual learner, okay, you can see the video. If you're an audio learner, you can listen. If you're someone that learns through seeing someone do it, That's also available. So we kind of touch on every learning style. And nothing is in a controlled environment. These candles are not controlled. They're not in a controlled environment. We don't know what the next candle is going to do. So everything we talk about is being put to the test in every single trade. Every system, every strategy, every framework is being put to the test. It's not just that you just take one trade a week and then provide analysis for four out of the 5 days. All right, so that's the main thing. It's easy to provide it. To be honest, guys, it's easy to provide an analysis. It's not that difficult because there's no skin in the game. It's easy to say there's resistance and then, oh, this broke down. Okay, there's no skin in the game. But when you have skin in the game, now your emotions start to factor in. So deal with your emotions. How do you deal with when you're wrong? Okay, that's just as important as how to deal with when you're right. The fine line between being patient and being too patient. There's a certain level of patience you need to have. So you can be too patient as well. Okay, there is such a thing as too patient. Right? You can be so patient sometimes that you miss the one thing you were supposed to be patient for. And that is also that's also a thing you have to deal with. All right, so you have to have the healthy level of patience. And there's different kinds of patience. There's patience waiting for your setup, okay, which requires a different set of skills. And there's a patience of letting your setups play out when you're in the trade. There's the pre-trade patience and the during trade patience. Pre-trade, you can have tremendous patience. You wait for your setup. You do the right thing. It shows up, you execute. Okay, when the trade is taking place, if you're too patient, okay, you can give back all your profits, not respect your risk, hold on for too long, and then eventually blow your account if you're not sized properly. All right, so it's like trading is like you're walking on a tightrope. You're walking on the patience tightrope. You're walking on a lot of these different tightropes. So you have to be good at assessing risk, defining risk. You have to be good at having the confidence, the right level of confidence, not too much confidence, not too little confidence. That's also another tightrope. If you have too much confidence, you can start to get a little arrogant, a little cocky. That's just as detrimental as having zero confidence. I would say more detrimental. Because if you have zero confidence, you're not taking any trades. So no harm, no foul. But if you have arrogance, right, you can blow up from arrogance. You can blow up from ego. All right, I like this acronym for ego. All right, so when you think of ego, I like to think of it as you're easing God out. All right, you're putting yourself first, and you're easing God out. Okay, so that's all. There's so many things that come into it when you have skin in the game. But if it's just pure analysis, we talk about price. Hey, you know what? This did this, this did that. Right? The technicals are not too difficult. I'm not going to sit here and try to tell you that the technicals is rocket science and it's just difficult to understand. No, it's just candlesticks. They represent open, high, close. Okay, new candlestick is generated every 1 minute, whatever time frame you're looking at. Okay, that corresponding candle will last that long. It gives you the idea of where it opened, where it closed, how high it got, how low it got. Okay, there's patterns. So the technicals are not the hard part. So I don't want you to think the technicals are the hard part. The technicals are actually the easiest part. Because the technicals don't change. Okay, the technicals don't change. A bull flag does not change. A hammer candle is a hammer candle. All right, the market, the price, okay, it's going to do what it does. What changes is you and I. That's who changes. All right, we're emotional creatures. Sometimes we show up a little trigger happy. Sometimes we show up like we don't want to do anything. So all these different things change. Okay. Awesome, Sharky. Yeah, if you join the community, the course comes with it. That's a hack a lot of people like to do. So instead of paying $99, what you can do is you can join the community, use the code trial30, and you can pay $48. You have 1 month access to the community, and you have access to the course. Okay, so for half the price, and then you get Shockwave. Beautiful job on Meta. Beautiful job on Meta, Dan. I love the analogy for ego. Yeah, that's what it is, right? A lot of times, when everything's going our way, that's when we start to. That's when ego peeks its head back in. But when we're in despair, when we need to get bailed out, that's when we go to God. Right? So it's a pattern that happens over and over and over again. So a good gauge is when you start to see your ego creep its way back in. Okay, you're easing something else out. Right? So the best way to approach it, at least for me, from my experience, is just stay in the middle. Have a firm foundation. Right? Don't just whatever. You cannot give up the foundation. Everything else can go, but the foundation cannot change. All right, and that can be applicable in so many ways, even in trading. All right, so if I were to ask everyone in the chat, what is your trading foundation? My trading foundation is risk management. The moment I let go of risk management, okay, everything will disappear. Not today, not tomorrow, not in a week, but 9 months, 12 months, 18 months from now, everything will vanish. All right, so you have to have a healthy level of reverence, healthy level of respect of what your foundation is, and try to keep that foundation the same no matter what. And don't constantly change it. Okay, as it pertains to trading. And most traders should have similar foundations if their objective is the same. Or we can trade two different things, but if our objective is the same, more than likely our foundation should be the same as well. It has to be related to risk management. Right? There might be a couple of differences, nuance in the exact approach, but risk management has to be the foundation. Right? It has to. Okay. Any other questions, guys, before I wrap it up? So Tesla will be the last trade. Tomorrow's Friday, guys. Let's close out the week as strong as possible. They probably want to break this thing down when everyone is exhausted. When everyone's exhausted, they probably want to break this thing down midday. It's already 11:30. What is but same thing, guys. Just because it's midday, you still want to look at the same thesis we laid out this morning in pre-market. Okay, VIX above 16. Crude did push all the way to 87, starting to pull back here slightly. Simultaneous synchronized selling. Okay, now the Qs, they want to come on the third attempt. Okay. Okay, Meta, Tesla, possible double dip on Tesla. If it holds below VWAP, as SPY approaches this daily open and breaks below it. Okay. We have Apple starting to push. We have Nvidia breaking down. Nvidia, all right, very tight traffic, has room into that daily level 216.78. Amazon continues to seek lower lows. The only thing below pre-market low is small caps. So small caps continue to outshine. It actually came in for a nice reclaim back the downside. That was gorgeous. So for the breakdown to come into play, you want to see the Qs create separation away from that 710. Break below 710. SPY 765. Dow 530. VIX above 16. Okay. Two meta puts. IDM puts. Beautiful job, Elian. Those meta puts were nice. Nvidia also starting to push. Amazon starting to go. It's going to come down to what SPY does. If SPY can finally start to break down, and then if the Qs can finally break below these lows, right, and finally knock out these buyers. Okay. One thing on the checklist will be checked. Good morning, Francis. Good morning, good morning, good morning. So put in the chat before we leave, what is your trading foundation? Is it a certain number of trades you take? Is it one setup you trade? Is it risk management? Is it taking profits? Is it not trading after a certain time or trading only during a certain time? What is the one thing, if you had to throw everything away, get rid of everything, overhaul, that you cannot let go of? The one thing. Ego is everything. All right, and it's important to identify it. All right, so it's important to do this exercise on your own as well, because sometimes we forget why we're even doing something. As simple as saying, why am I even trading? Sometimes we forget, so always remind yourself why. Stick to the system. 100%. Stick to the system. That's very, very important. It's very easy to deviate when things are not going our way. But sticking to it, especially if you have a proven system. Look at the Qs once again. The Qs are giving us issues, guys. Blame the Qs. Okay. The Qs refuse. The Qs refuse. The Qs refuse to lose this level, all right? 71108. Capital preservation, which is driven by risk management, 100%. Yep, capital preservation is basically self-preservation in trading. Okay, Apple's starting to push. Even the individual names, nothing much, guys. Nothing too much. Nothing too clean. Nothing too clean. Any questions? Any questions? Any questions? Any questions? Before we wrap it up, let's see how many likes we got. If we're at 100, we'll do a giveaway. Let me check real quick. I have to pull it up on my phone. Fell a little short. Okay, so I'll give you a couple minutes if you want to do the giveaway, guys. We're a few likes away. A few likes away. Trump says North Korea has 87 nuclear warheads. Okay. So anything as far as geopolitical instability, crude is your gauge. Okay, crude is your gauge. Right, the conflict in the Middle East has not been solved yet, so still a lot of back and forth. Potentially going after Oman. And it's just prolonged. Okay. So it's officially third shift. If no questions, guys, I'll look to wrap it up here. As always, thank you for tuning in today. Tomorrow is Free Trade Friday, so make sure to join us. If you're a first-time viewer, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel. Long-time viewers who've been watching for three to five episodes, go to spystrikers.com. Okay, spystrikers.com. Use the code TRIAL30 and join us for the delay for ad-free stream, pre-market prep stream, and you get all the tools and resources you need to help you on your journey, to help you on your trading journey. All right, so make sure to go there for Free Trade Friday. Go to the community tab. You can also join Spy Strikers here as well. Okay, but you can go to this tab here. Go to smartactiontrade.com/community, or just go to Smart Action, click community. Join us here. So we'll be live at 9 a.m. Eastern, not on YouTube, in the Discord first, and then we'll be live at 9:30 a.m. on YouTube to kick off trading on Friday. And there's a delay on YouTube. Don't forget that. Okay? If no questions, as always, if you're green, stay clean. If you're still in the trenches, keep a close eye on these major levels. The Qs must give up that 71108 if you're looking to adopt that bearish line of thinking. A lot of choppy activity across most of the indexes outside of small caps. We did see some individual names provide some great opportunities, such as Tesla, such as Nvidia. Now, currently, we got Amazon, Alphabet more recently as well, TP2 and Alphabet. So it's been a stock picker's market. Okay, so again, guys, tomorrow's Friday. If you're green, stay clean. If this is your first time closing out a green week, all right, my challenge to you this week is to take no trades tomorrow. Take no trades for the rest of the day. You being green matters more, okay, than any big trade you can catch between today and tomorrow. So when you go back and review on Saturday or Sunday, when you review for 45 minutes, you don't want to be in the position where you were on the verge of closing your first green week in a long time and you gave it up. All right, so you have to know when to stop. So very, very important that you do secure that if that applies to you. On that note, guys, thank you for tuning in as always. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Stay safe, and God bless each one of you.
Jesus is the answer.
When the charts went dark, when the road got narrow, he was there.
Jesus is the answer.
I spent years chasing numbers on a glowing screen, thinking one more win would finally make me complete. Running after green candles like they could save my soul. The prophets make a poor God when they're sitting on a throne. Build my house on sand, watch the tide roll in. Learning